Hi everybody, Steph here, and what we've got for you today is an absolutely gorgeous pen. Look at that, absolutely lovely. What we have here, this is the Watermans Ideal fountain pen, made in Canada, and as we'll show you in a moment, this is actually the 32.5 model. Now, as you can see, this particular pen comes in this absolutely gorgeous green and black marble colour. It's got gold filled trim. It's got this quite a thin cap band to the bottom here, and the recognisable Waterman's clip there, the what we term as a ball clip. And if we sort of keep it nice and still, I'm hoping you can actually see that it says, well, Watermans, and it's got the Ideal symbol to the top of the clip there. Now, also, let's show you the lever. Okay, you can see it's got this lovely lever here with, again, the Waterman symbol to the end of the lever there, in absolutely gorgeous condition. What I've actually done, I've actually restored this particular pen. We've cleaned it. It's got a new sack. We'll test it in a moment for you, but let's try and show you the imprint. Now, I'm not too sure if you can actually see it because of the colour of this particular pen, but what it actually says is Watermans. Then it's got the Ideal symbol underneath, the Watermans pen made in Canada, and then at the bottom it's got fountain pen. Okay, let's okay, so I'm hoping you can actually see that. And then if we take you to the bottom of the barrel there, you can clearly see it's got the model number, the 32.5. Now, this particular model is actually the, well, as I say, the 32.5. I believe the number 2 is supposed to relate to the size of the nib, and the half actually tells us that this particular pen is actually the slender model. Incidentally, the size of the pen from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, it's approximately about 127 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, the diameter is a slim approximately 9.6 millimeters in diameter. One of the other things we didn't show you, again, let's try and keep it nice and still. You can see also on this particular model, on the cap there, we have an imprint that actually says Watermans made in Canada underneath as well. And to the top of the cap, you can see it's got this black sort of, well, not necessarily flat top, slightly domed, but again, in absolutely gorgeous condition. This particular model, although it's a slim model, which I presume Waterman were actually aiming at the ladies market. Although saying that, it's a lovely pen to hold. As I say, in absolutely stunning condition. Let's unscrew the cap for you like so. Let's give you a couple of little twirls here and there to show you the pen in different angles. A very, very attractive pen, absolutely gorgeous if I may say so myself, in lovely, lovely condition. Let's put the cap down there. Let's show you the feed there. You can see it's got this quite a recognisable sort of indented or concaved feed to the top there. And although I said earlier about the number 2 relating to the size of the nib, there's no nib number, if you like, on this particular nib. What it actually reads, again, we'll keep it still for you. The nib actually reads Waterman Ideal, and then underneath it's got Canada. And then if we just show you to the side there, you can see it's got the FDW just to the side of the nib there. Again, absolutely beautiful nib. If we show you underneath, show you the feed, you can see the feed's been cleaned, and again, another imprint that we've got on this particular pen. The feeds on these particular pens actually says, well, on this one it actually says Watermans, and once again made in Canada. Absolutely lovely pen. Let's, as I say, I've actually restored it, put a new sack in it, so it's as good time as any to test it. So we don't need to tell you. What we need to do is just simply pop out the lever like so, and again, let's just show you another sort of close-up if it gets into focus. Okay, I'm hoping you can actually see that. It's got this lovely, as we said earlier, the Ideal symbol on the lever there. I think it's a little bit out of focus. So what we do, we simply dip the nib into the ink, pop the lever back like so, give it a couple of seconds, find the tissue, just give it a little bit of a wipe like so. Let's pop the ink to one side and let's bring on a pad. As I say, this is the first time it's been written with. As with all my videos, once I restore my pens, I actually I test them live on the video, so you can see actually what's going on and how it works, etc, etc. So what we have is a very nice Watermans. As we said, this is the 32.5, which tells us it's a slender model. I date this particular pen from around about sort of the early sort of 1930s right through to around about 1940s, but to date it, mid 1930s just to the beginning of the 1940s, I would have said. As we said, this particular one is in green and black marble. It's writing very, very nice. Although I'm actually writing at the moment, I'm not actually putting any pressure on this particular nib. Now, with most Waterman pens, the vintage pens, they do have some flex. So what I'm going to do now is apply a bit of pressure. Oh, well, hey, there we go. Actually, it's very flexible, this particular one. Look how thick that particular line is there. So if we put pressure on the downward stroke, we can actually get a very, very thick line, and the cross stroke is very, very fine. So let's do the number figure of eights with quite a bit of pressure on the downward stroke. Very, very flexible. So let's show you that. As you can see, look how flexible the nib is on this particular pen. The downward strokes, we're getting quite a thick, broad line, and the cross strokes, quite a fine line. So, as with most vintage Waterman pens, a very flexible nib we have on this particular pen. Absolutely lovely for you people that actually enjoy writing. So there we have it, the Waterman Ideal number 32.5, which is the slim version, in this absolutely gorgeous green and black marble with gold filled trim. All the imprints are nice and crisp and clear and in full working order. An absolutely stunning pen, if I may say so myself. So, as always, lots and lots of videos on my channel. Go and have a look. And I hope you've enjoyed looking at this pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you. But don't forget, go and have a look, leave a comment, don't be shy. But for now, I'll just simply say bye-bye now.